Hello everybody, this is my rather large leaved lime Linden tree, and I haven't got it on the turntable because it's too big to go round on the bench here, because it's just going to hit the fence behind. So what I plan to do is give it a bit of a trim back and a defoliation to try and reduce some of these leaves. It's already reducing in size over the years. We've got some fairly big ones, but we've also got some quite small leaves as well. But I'm going to defoliate it entirely. I found that the tree responds well to that, and it's the 15th of June, so now's a good time to do it, and it gives it a good opportunity to respond well for the rest of the season. So, if you've never seen what defoliating is, I'm simply cutting away the leaf but leaving the leaf stalk. Now that will do two things. To an extent, the leaf stalk can also photosynthesize a little, but it also protects the bud in behind, from which hopefully we'll get new shoots and new leaves, which should be smaller than the originals, and hopefully double the quantity. So more twigginess, smaller leaves, that's what I'm trying to say. You can see where some of the leaves in the very centre of the growth and underneath have been struggling because they haven't had enough light under all this foliage. As is the tree's natural tendency to die off in the centre, this will help to a certain extent, because this will allow light to get right into the centre of this tree and keep some of that growth in the centre, because the buds in the centre will pop, if that makes sense. Okay, so it's about half an hour later. This wire has rusted and popped open, but that's okay. The branch that it was holding in place seems to be staying anyway, so just cut the rest of that away. And as you can see, I'm beginning to get into the interior of the tree, and we have some little shoots like this that were completely being shaded out and would have died off as the summer wore on. Indeed, some of them are dying off, but these, I'm going to snip them anyway. But they now have a chance to sprout again and shoot out in and amongst some of these longer shoots, which I'm actually going to shorten back in a minute. Now, normally I would shorten these off while they have a leaf on, because that saves me cutting each individual leaf off. That makes sense, but I just wanted to do this just to show you the kind of growth that we've actually got. And I'm actually going to cut this one back to here, this one back to here. Hopefully these buds will pop in this direction. And then these shorter growths in the centre I'm just going to leave and not cut back. So it's just to give you a insight into the range of leaf sizes. This is probably about the largest leaf that I've cut off, and this is one of the smallest, so quite a range. Definitely some very small leaves in here. We'll keep cutting them back. Just chop that back and that back. Yeah, the tree will thank me for this in the long run. Slowly getting there, making quite a difference to the appearance of the tree. Hopefully it'll now think either it's been eaten by a deer, or it's had a little winter and the weather's warm and it's springtime and throw out all these new smaller shoots. Okay, so apologies for the wobbliness of this video. I didn't bring my camera and tripod out, so I'm just actually filming this on my phone. I hadn't planned on doing any videoing, but I hadn't planned on doing this either. And so when I thought, oh, I'll just do that, I just thought I'd take a few little videos I can pop together, and hopefully I'll make this a timey-wimey video, film the rest on a better camera with a tripod, and show you how this tree responds. As you can see, it now looks like we're in the middle of winter. Some of these really fine pieces have been very shaded out, hence the pale green. Hopefully they will pop all these little individual buds and throw me out an even better canopy. The sun has moved around now and making it more difficult to see what I'm actually filming on the screen. But yeah, as you can see, I've defoliated the whole thing and checking the leaves into the ever faithful potting tray, pretty much filled it up. So it's always incredible to see just how many leaves you can pull off one tree. But there you go, so that's my large leaf lime for now. As I say, this is a timey-wimey video, so we'll come back and see whether the tree responds well to what I've done or no. So the tree's back on the bench, completely defoliated now and trimmed up, and we'll see how it recovers and come back to it when it does. Of July, and the large leaf lime is busting out a whole new set of leaves and shoots and looking strong and healthy, fresh green. So hopefully we'll get that increased ramification we were after. Okay, a few days later, it's the 19th of July and the tree's leafed out rather nicely, and I shall now start the process again of pinching out these growing tips and hope that the leaves don't grow ginormous. At the moment they're looking quite nicely in scale with the rest of the tree.